welcome, Stephen Boylan here for this first unit from the module Argument Resolution. So what I'm going to do now is just give you a breakdown of what argument resolution is all about. Then I'm going to share with you an intervention that I do with couples. Generally, probably one of the first sessions that I do with them, I will use this intervention. But this is an intervention that is carried throughout the entire process of working with a couple, and I'll explain why that is in a second. It's an excellent intervention. It's one of my favourite interventions. Really gets the couples to understand each other, to communicate with each other, and it can really help in resolving arguments, as in the reason why I'm sharing it in this module. So this module is all about helping couples, first of all, to be able to communicate so that they can resolve arguments, and in a way that helps them to move forward. Because primarily a lot of the other work, unless you can help them to resolve some of the arguments that they're experiencing, then you're not really going to get very far. So that's why I think this is why I've done this module first. It's not to say that you will do this with every couple, because they might not be experiencing any argument. They might be absolutely fine. I've had lots of couples who come like that, so don't think that one cat fits all, so to speak. So I'm going to be covering a lot of different units in this. Like I said, this is an integrative way of working with couples, not just one approach. I'm going to use lots of different approaches in this training, and I'm going to be explaining all of that. If you get the full course, it's going to be at a really excellent price this time compared to the last one. We got a lot of people buying that course, but we had a lot of people saying it was a bit too expensive, so I'm going to be dropping the price very soon as well to celebrate the launch of our new therapeutic training academy. So this is going to also help people who are struggling with cash. We're going to give you really good discounts and really good benefits as well. Especially students, we can always make reductions for students as well. So what I'm going to do now is go through sort of the intervention that I do with couples. And I'm not going to go into great detail of all the different units, because obviously you'll find out more about that if you decide to get the course. But this unit is what I call likes and dislikes. So you may have done this if you've worked with couples before, you may not have done. So what I do, I have the couple there, both of them together. So what I will do, I will give them a piece of paper, dislikes. So they will both get a piece of paper. On the piece of paper, I will get them to write likes and dislikes on either side. What I will then do is get them to spend some time on their own. They don't talk about this with the partner. This is not revealed to the partner all in one go, because that wouldn't be appropriate, and it's not the way we do this exercise. So you get them to, if you've got a bit of room in your office or wherever you're doing your counselling, get them to sit opposite places so they can't sort of look at what the other person's put in, because you do get couples who will try and do that, and it just ruins the whole intervention. So get them to sit into different places so they can't see, and then on one side you get them to write all the things that they like about their partner. List them all down there, the things that they wouldn't want their partner to change. Okay? That's what you're doing you're getting them to write on this side. On the opposite side, the dislikes, all the things that they would like their partner to consider, and this is important, they can only ask them to consider changing that. Okay? Because if somebody doesn't want to do something, they won't do it. So this is a considerable thing that they would like their partner to change. And this is helping with the communication. This is helping to resolve some of the arguments that they're constantly arguing over all of the time. So dislikes and likes. You basically likes on one side, dislikes on the other side. That's what you're doing with the client. Once they've done that, You then, in that very first session, get them to share something very minor. So we're not looking for the big things that they want the partner to change. We're looking for the little things first of all to start off with. So you ask them to think about pick something off the list that they would like their partner to work on over the next week. And you're only looking for something little. So let's say, for example, they might have on the list, well, he always leaves the toilet seat up. So what I would like him to do is try and put the toilet seat back down after he's used the toilet. So that would be the one thing that they would be asking their partner to do, and then their partner would work at doing that over the next week. Also, the partner would pick something that he would like his partner to work on. So he might say, well, I would like him or her, depending which way they're inclined. If they're in a gay relationship, it might be him. It might be her if they're in a heterosexual relationship. So it just depends. So that doesn't really matter neither way whatsoever. So you'll get them to ask what they would like to change, and then they would come up with something. So it might be that they're always late because they go to the pub or something for a pint on a Tuesday. So that might be one thing. So they to say, well, instead of going for a pint, would you be able to get home and we could have a night together rather than you going out? So that's what they would be both doing over the next week. They would be both working on challenging that particular behaviour that the other person doesn't like. And the best part of therapy, I always think, if you can finish therapy on a positive note, you're doing a good job. And this is where we can all have a nice smile and a laugh. So the likes is where you ask them to think of something, to pick something from the list that they both like about their partner, and you wouldn't want to change. This creates a nice feeling, that other thing might create some arguments at the time, but don't forget you're there to facilitate this and to help them to resolve it. So the likes are always good, and it's a good way to finish a session as well. So you get them to share something that they like about the partner and they wouldn't want to change. So that is likes and dislikes. That's what the intervention's about. I go into a lot more detail about this unit when we start, as well, because there's a little bit more to it, and I'll explain that. Obviously, if you get the course, you'll find out a bit more about what that is. So that is pretty much it for this short video. I hope that intervention is going to be helpful for you if you decide you want to work with couples, or if you're already working with couples and you've never used that one before. And I would like to say thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video, which will be uploaded onto the portal very soon. So thank you and goodbye.